Have you ever heard of skulleos? If so, then you're either extremely unlucky or extremely fortunate. Basically, Skulleos is an ancient Greek god. He actually existed since the beginning of time. He was a well-dressed man and seemingly had a goldish black skull. He would constantly appear in times of dire situations and moments of need. Or, if he didn't, there was a very easy way to call him. Now, to do that, it was easy. All you had to do was go to a very private place on your own. All you had to do was repeat the phrase, "Death, oh so near, join me for one last here." He would then appear within seconds, well dressed as he usually would. You have options, what you want to say to him, so you don't have to worry about some strict, go by this rule or else he'll kill you, because he isn't about that. He may look unnerving though, and that's something you want to watch out for. If you look too closely into his white eyes, you may notice that an overwhelming sense of fear will begin to grip over you. That's something you want to make sure that you don't do. Fearing him will result in something worse than death. An eternal fate of horrific tragedies, one after another, until eventually you do pass on. And even then, you're not safe, as it will continuously follow you even in death. Your best bet is to not look at his eyes. Look at the floor, but don't look there for too long, otherwise he will just disappear. Make sure you pay close attention to him from time to time, and eventually you'll be able to get somewhere. The various questions you can ask him go as follow. Can you grant me eternal wealth? Can you give me eternal happiness? Can you give me the chance to start anew? Can you give me anything I desire? Those are some examples, because truly the sky is the limit here. You can have whatever you want. And it's worth me saying, there really is no cost. Granted, there are some restrictions. You can't have world-bending power, but you can have some decently interesting things. Once you've asked him the question of what you wanted, he will then simply grant it to you. But there is one last thing he wants to ask you. Are you worthy? What at first may seem like a simple yes or no answer is actually a lot more than that. You can obliviously lie to yourself and say, "I am worthy," but he'll know. And even then, there really isn't any consequence. He'll just know that you're lying. And because of that, well, you may see him occasionally from time to time pop up, even if it is only to stare at you and make you sense overwhelming fear. But for the most part, there is truly nothing else that he does, aside from watch you from a distance. If you say no, there really is no consequence. The same thing will probably happen. But if he knows that you're truly worthy of this, he will just go on like this never happened, and you will keep everything that you wanted. It's as simple as that, really. There is, however, something else you should look out for, if you will. His eyes. If they ever seem red to you, then prepare to meet his, well, unmerciful brother, scoliosis. Scoliosis is a lot worse and will stop at nothing to torture you for all eternity and give you hell on earth. You can escape scoliosis though, and to do that, you must simply say, "I am here for one and one only, your one and true brother." He will then fade away, and in his place will then be Skulleos. You must also watch out for being displeasing to these two, more specifically though, Skulleos. If you displease him by mocking him, then you may just have a fate worse than death. But for the most part, that's really about it. From that point, you're on your own and you're free to get whatever rewards and glory that you truly desire. So there is one thing I should mention. In this modern day and age, obviously, no one would know of Skulleos or his brother Skulleosis. They are two unknown Greek gods, or rather, presences that you don't know what are capable of. Right now, you're reading a story, so you could very well brush this off as being fake, but I can assure you, this is nowhere near. I'm always ready to strike up debates with people if they so desire, but then again, I'm not really about that. I wouldn't say I care about proving people wrong because, well, when you've done this for as long as I have, you just simply don't really care. And as for the whole reason that I'm telling you this in the first place, well, it's a bit lonely, really, when you've done this. You can do it once, twice, 3 times. Nothing changes, really. And just one last thing. Do promise to be worthy, because I can't guarantee your safety otherwise.